Hunter Osborne has signed his letter of intent with the Alabama Crimson Tide, committed back in August. As you see, Tennessee there, Clemson, Texas, all in the mix, but Alabama is the winner with Hunter Osborne, the defensive lineman, out of Hewitt-Trussville, another in-state guy in this class here. Guy at Alabama showed some interest a little bit later on in his recruitment, but ultimately they secure Osborne. Bone, your thoughts here as Hunter Osborne the next in line to sign with Alabama?
Yeah, this is a kid that Alabama really liked last summer, right before his junior season, evaluated him. They ended up not offering him after summer camp. They wanted to see him a little bit more during his junior season. He continued to improve. They liked him a lot during his junior year. Ended up offering him at junior day. I think they still wanted to see him a little bit more throughout the course of the spring and summer. He came back to Alabama's camp in the summer, did really well, and definitely earned a spot in Alabama's class if he wanted to do so, or if he wanted to join. And there were some other schools that were heavily involved: Tennessee, Clemson, Texas. I think Texas tried to make a late run at him even after he committed to Alabama. His former teammate Justice Finkley signed with the Longhorns last year, but Hunter Osborne grew up an Alabama fan. Once Alabama really started showing a lot of attention towards him, really wanted him, started making that strong push, he decides to commit to the Crimson Tide. Now, ranked as a defensive, I guess he's ranked as a defensive lineman. Some people list him as a defensive end. Alabama sees him more as an interior player. He's 265, 270 pounds right now. He's going to get bigger. There's no doubt about it. I remember Quinnen Williams coming out of high school. He was 260 pounds. Gain 40 pounds. Now, obviously, that doesn't happen with everybody, but it's something that can easily happen. He's got the size, he's got the length, that he can carry that weight. So I definitely see him playing on the inside. May start out on the outside, early in his career, but I can see him moving to inside once he starts developing and really, gets in with the Alabama system. But he's already on Alabama's campus. He's already participating in bowl practice. He's not just signing today and enrolling in January. He's been at Alabama for almost a week now, getting acclimated with everything. So good to get those guys on campus early on in their career and get used to everything in Tuscaloosa.
It really is. It's fun to see which of these guys decide to become the midterm enrollees here, like Osborne. This is a guy, like you said, you hope to see him maybe on the interior to start. Is he a guy that gets to play in year number one? Maybe not as a starter, but do we see him in any kind of game action this season?
Well, we might. I think anytime you get a chance to enroll early and start participating in bowl practices and just being around the players and building relationships with those guys, but also just developing and going through, spring practice and going through that fourth quarter program in Tuscaloosa, it certainly helps guys that may not have expected to play early in their career. So I think defensive line wise, there's going to be some opportunity there. So it's just going to depend on kind of more on Hunter. Is he going to be able to pick things up really quickly? Is he going to be able to develop? Will he push some of these other guys, where he can see the field early in his career? But I do think that with the lack of depth at Alabama on the defensive front right now, that he's going to have a great opportunity to see the field early in his career.
Yep, 6'3", 250 pounds, the defensive lineman, rated as number 139 in the class, number 14 as far as defensive linemen go, and the number 14 player in Alabama as well. For more on Hunter Osborne and all things going on around this early signing period, you're going to want to check us out at BamaInsider.com. Don't forget, guys, subscribe to our channel. If you've not done so quite yet, you're going to want to be here as we continue to break down everything going on throughout the day. Get in the comments as well. Let me know what you think about Hunter Osborne and the chance that he's going to have this year on the defensive line. And be sure to hit that like button, guys, on your way out as well. But for Andrew Bone, my name is Trey Yanity, as Hunter Osborne has signed his letter of intent with the Alabama Crimson Tide.